How you guys doing? So I had some personal stuff going on last week, so I didn't do a video, but this week I am. So, if you can't tell, there's a scar right here in the butt chin. I'll put a photo somewhere here showing it. So when I was like 12 or 13, me and my stepbrother got in a pretty big pellet gun war, right? Eddie and I used to get in a lot of trouble together. I got pretty lucky going in, two different families that were great. The Gilmores were really good to me, and they still are over the years. So me and Eddie are sitting there, we're having a pellet gun war, and down at the old house on Frank Bingham's Cove Road, you drove down the hill, the house, stuff like that. Kevin had his truck down, and Eddie was up on the hill. We're shooting at each other, going back and forth, blah, 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 right? I hear this ting, and I get hit in the face. So what ended up happening was the pellet bounced off the bed of the truck, and hit me in the face. I felt it, went down, put my hand down, it was covered in blood, went fuck, ran down to our bedrooms because we lived in the basement of the house at that point. Parents were both upstairs doing whatever they were doing in their bedroom. So Eddie came down, he goes, I go, dude, you shot me in the face. He goes, no, I didn't. I went, the fuck is that? He goes, oh fuck, what are you gonna say? So we came up with a story that we were chasing squirrels around, shooting them, and I stabbed myself in the face with a stick on a tree branch. It worked for a long time. And I'm going to the Bath hospital. Went there, the doctor pressed my face. It was so swollen, he couldn't see anything. He goes, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any debris. Stitched me up. A couple months later, well, not a couple months, a week or two later, swelling goes down, I'm filling with it, and it's like, hey Eddie, I think there's a pellet in there. He goes, no, there's not. And touches it, he goes, oh fuck. So like from, I don't know, 13 to, fuck, I think 23. Yeah, 23. And I had this thing in my face. So when I was in the Marine Corps, I got my wisdom teeth out, the Navy saw it, they're like, hey, we're gonna schedule for this thing. I'm like, all right, well, I'm deploying. We do it when we get back. And they're like, yeah, we can do it. Give me a local, they cut it out, right? I got cut out for the day. My team leader at the time, Nolan Frangers, calls me. He goes, hey, you gotta come to the Area 1 theater to sit there for the foreign weapon class. So I go, hey dude, I'm cut out. He goes, Staff Sergeant Green says otherwise. If he's gonna teach the foreign weapon class, you're gonna be here. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, you can go home afterwards. It's like, this motherfucker, right? So go, sit the foreign weapons class. You know, I got a little fucking thing on my face, looks like I got a fucking paper towel in my butthole. And we get done, Staff Sergeant Green comes and talking to me. He goes, oh, you know, give me the same thing. Like, well, if I have to do it, you gotta fucking do it. And it's like, all right, Staff Sergeant, I got it. Cool, right? So my buddy Bama, Nick Burnett, he's from Alabama. We're sitting there playing with it because it's in this little like medical cup, like a pea cup, right? And shake it around. He like pops it out and shoves it in his mouth. He's holding it in his mouth. It's still bloody. It's still got a bit in my skin. And Staff Sergeant's like, you motherfuckers are nasty, right? Motherfuckers, you know, the Staff Sergeant Green would do. You know, now fast forward. So yesterday, I was supposed to have breakfast with my stepfather, and he canceled, which is totally fine. The Blues Fest was going on, so we went up there, and we ended up passing each other on the bridge. I was walking the dog. He went by, Steve went by in his Corvette with the top down, which, you know, Steve was really good to my mom. And we kind of reconnected recently, 113 days ago now. I relapsed. If you wouldn't believe it, that I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict. So, yes, recovering. I have 7 years without drinking or using marijuana, and 114 days, 13 days without using cocaine. But when I was walking, I ended up running into Kevin, right? And talking to Kevin for a bit. And, you know, he was asking what was going on. I told him. And he said something I needed to hear. And it was like, you know, talking about me going back into the fellowship. going to meetings, doing whatever. He goes, hey man, whatever you gotta do to stay clean and sober is what you have to do. It doesn't matter, right? Whatever keeps you clean and sober, keeps you fucking together, do it, right? Do it, right? Because Kevin has also had substance abuse problems and eating like, you know, big guys, like junk food, first addiction, fucking fast food, like, because it's junk food, booze, weed, sex, sanity, right? Like, well, adrenaline. I'm an adrenaline junkie. That was the thing. And then subsequently, after I came home, my buddy's wife passed away. I had a pretty bad coke habit, right? And then taking time and doing stuff and realizing, like, my addictions have always caused issues in my life, and not realizing that it was very detrimental, and I lost a lot of great things because of my addictions. And my ex-wife, me, started having issues when I came home from Ramadi, and I was drinking all the time. One of my ex-girlfriends that I still care for, she's an amazing woman, same thing, left me because I wasn't doing anything, I was drinking all the time. You know, me and this other ex, we had fucking personal issues. Italians and Irish shouldn't fucking date. Right, it's not a healthy thing. You know, a couple other exes. The last one knew I had a coke problem, asked me to stop, lied to her about it. She did the right thing and broke up with me. You can't trust them. You can't be in a relationship with somebody you don't trust, which is understandable. You know, and I kind of went down a pretty bad road after that. You know, but you know, it's one of those things where you have to be aware and understanding. And it's like, I like my meetings, I like my home group, they're great fucking people, right? You know, seeing how far a lot of them have come, a lot of senior guys or women, you know, a lot of insight, a lot of good people. You know, when you go to meetings and you sit and you do that, you realize that we all have our issues, and we're all, you know, dealing with them differently but very similar, right? And it's a good thing. It's good to feel like you're not alone, because that was one of the things when I started going to meetings and talking with people, realizing that my problems very similar with a lot of other people. So I know this one's a bit long, but if you guys are struggling with addiction, you know, friends of mine, people, whatever, don't hesitate to reach out, right? I don't believe in the anonymous thing for me, because if I'm clean and sober, I'm presented clean and sober, I'm doing the right things, like, come talk to me. Come, I'll listen. I'll give you the space. You know, because, like, if I can change my ways, because people knew me when I was fucking drinking and out the door, like, I'm a wild man. Like, I did a lot of fucking insanity, a lot of crazy shit. But, like, if anybody's struggling with it, always come and ask. I will take time out of my day to walk you, you know, to find you meetings, to do whatever you need, right? Because you matter. You matter. So, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm waiting for Ames to open up so I get dog food and run off to the VA. So, thanks.